in there. On to you for Brandon Miller. We've run over 2 in a row. Let's get some time back, Chase. But this might not be the player to do it on.
I know. I was going to say I feel bad doing it to the guy who's probably or easily the brightest spot on the team right now. But Brandon Miller, at this moment, and what he'll probably finish the season at, is top 3 among all rookies in minutes played, field goals made, 3-pointers made, which he's first with 167. Total points, he's at 1,100 points this year, 7th in 3-point percentage, with by far the highest volume of anyone at the top other than Chet Holmgren. Like, clear-cut all-rookie first-team candidate in a year where Wemby and Chet are not battling for Rookie of the Year. He's probably the Rookie of the Year himself, or at least has the strongest candidacy for it. So when compared to his contemporaries, Brandon Miller has excelled in nearly every aspect this year. And that doesn't even really fall off when you compare him to like the entire NBA, especially since the end of the All-Star break or since the post-All-Star break, where you expect like some sort of rookie wall, like a 5 to 10 game stretch of like huge inefficiency where, I mean, he's had bad games littered in and out, but that's basically what everybody in the league has. Rookies are supposed to have like extended stretches where they struggle, and he just really hasn't had that for very long, at least. Like right now, and this was something that I thought it took me back a little bit when I first read it. His 5.1 catch and shoot attempts from 3 per game are 15th most in the entire league, which is more than Kristaps Porzingis and Sam Hauser, who are right below him, and who are right below him, and he is right below Tim Hardaway. So he is in volume wise.
Nobody drawing attention.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's ridiculous.
It's like volume wise, he is legitimately, and efficiency matches up too. He's one of the best shooters in the league with nobody to play off of him, and with himself having to be at like right now, currently the best passer on the team. Like what he has done in the situation.
Like a word.
Well, right. That's probably fair. But like in terms of like the amount of time that they have the ball in their hands and their role and significance to the offense and whatnot, like Brandon Miller, like right now, is carrying a significantly higher load than really any other rookie in the league, maybe other than Wemby or Chet, I think. But even then, like those guys have, and in the case of Chet at least, have much better players around them. So, I mean, post All-Star break, when you expect some sort of drop off in efficiency, production, consistency, whatever, like there have been bad games, but there has not really been an extended stretch of poor play from Brandon Miller at any point in the year, which is the most impressive thing to me.
And let's not forget again, he sprains his ankle, maybe both ankles again.
Yeah, I think he's and hurt his back or something like that too.
Yeah,
like
just came straight back in the game. He was asked post game, "Are you like, how's the ankle feeling?" He's like, "Great, I'll be playing tomorrow." And when the Hornets are dealing with the likes of LaMelo Ball and Mark Williams, who've been out with sprains or whatever it is for however long, ankle tendinopathy. We shouldn't call it a sprain. It's ankle tendinopathy and a lower back injury for Mark Williams. And Steve Clifford says it's one thing that he just admires about him, that he absolutely loves about him, is that he's able to, he has that toughness, like he will play through that. Both him and Miles Bridges have just been like absolute warriors this year, have been forced to do a lot, played huge, heavy minutes. So I just want to give a big shout out to like his toughness. And just sometimes, like, this is the weird thing in the NBA. People twist an ankle, and I never know if someone's going to be back in 5 minutes or back in 5 months. Like, you see so many wide ranges and ankle twists, and they all kind of look kind of similar. And the good news is he seems to have ankles that don't stiffen up or swell up too much, and he's able to go again the next day, which you can't under a stat sheet won't show that, apart from games played at the end of the year. And that is one of the most important stats.
Some would argue it's the most important. And at this point, it's hard to argue with the results that the Hornets have gotten, with many of their good players not being among the league leaders in games played over the last couple of years. But yeah, he has been truly incredible. I will say he hasn't necessarily like improved, I guess, as the year has went on. It's kind of just been more of the same, but I think that speaks way more to how well adjusted he came into the league and how much trust he earned from Steve Clifford, like basically right off the bat, especially defensively. Like he doesn't really he takes challenges. He doesn't hide in any
I
way.
actually
He doesn't
think,
guard bad players at any point. Like he was guarding Paul George for that whole Clippers game, and
yeah,
had a smile on his face the entire time. Like he's definitely kind of nuts, which I like about him. Like that you
yes,
need somebody that's a little bit insane, and he's definitely a little bit insane.
he is. And he may not have got better when you look at the stats over the course of the season, but you look at how other teams are guarding him and who they're guarding him with. Okay, he's getting double teamed almost nightly in the second half of the season. He was not the start. There's been real growth in that area. So even though the stats have stayed consistent, the gradient of difficulty has got so much harder. Okay.